Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Carissa. This modern-sounding moniker is actually quite a bit older than first meets the eye. Carissa was, in fact, first popularized by English poet Edmund Spenser in his 1590 masterpiece The Faerie Queene, Book I, Cantos 9x. The poem is really a politico-religious epic which seeks to glorify Queen Elizabeth I and the Church of England while vilifying evil and the Roman Catholic Church. In the first book of this epic poem, the protagonist Red Cross, personification of England's St. George, is traveling with his companions King Arthur and Una, Truth, on their way to slay the evil dragon. At one point during their journey, Red Cross confronts a weary old man in a cave named Despair. Filled with doom and gloom, Despair has the hypnotic ability to inspire suicide in those who challenge him. Even Red Cross comes close to taking his own life until Una brings him to the house of holiness ruled over by Celia, Heaven, and her three daughters, Fidelia, Faith, Speranza, Hope, and Carissa, Charity. These virtues nurture Red Cross back to spiritual health. Spenser borrowed the name Carissa from the Greek charis meaning grace, kindness, and his well-known poem served to popularize the name in the following 17th century. Because the ch in Carissa is a hard k sound, the name eventually morphed into Carissa and Carissa. Although Carissa dates back to Spenser's poem, it is no longer very popular today. Personality of the girl named Carissa. The number 7 personality is deeply mystical and highly in tune with their spirituality. They operate on a different wavelength than the average Joe. Spending time alone comes easily to 7s, as it gives them time to contemplate philosophical, religious, and spiritual ideas in an effort to find real truth. 7s are wise, but often exude mystery as if they are tapped into something the rest of us don't understand. They love the outdoors and are fed by nature. 7s are constantly seeking to understand human nature, our place in the universe, and the mystery of life in general. This makes them quite artistic and poetic, but they are also keen observers with high intellect, so they are equally scientific-minded. 7s are charitable and care deeply about the human condition. Popularity of the girl named Carissa. Although Carissa was originally inspired by a late 16th century poem, the name did not hit the American female charts until fairly recently in 1970. By the late 1980s and early 90s, Carissa seemed to be catching on in popularity as she achieved moderate levels of success on the naming charts. However, since we've crossed the threshold into this new century, Carissa doesn't seem to be coming along for the ride. Between 2000 and today, the name has dropped over 500 positions on the naming charts and is now dangerously close to being eliminated from the top 1,000 list altogether. We have to admit, even though Carissa dates back a couple centuries, it does feel very 1980s in terms of a modern-day name choice. It's a pretty enough sounding name with an interesting background and a lovely meaning. It's also a possible alternative to the virtue name Charity if you want to be more subtle about it. Chrissy is a natural nickname. Quick facts on Carissa. Gender, girl. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 3. Ranking popularity, 964. Pronunciation, Krisa. Simple meaning, grace, kindness. Characteristics of Carissa. Eccentric, mystical, solitary, wise, intuitive, philosophical, imaginative. Cultural references to the baby name, Carissa. Famous people named Carissa. Carissa Kainani Moore, Hawaiian surfer,